Once a Raider, bruh, always a Raider, bruh. Shit simple as that. You look silver and black. Lot of bread invested in that O-line. Car insurance cost the arm and the leg to reach that goal line. It's go time.
What is going on, everybody? What is going on? It is your boy Darian coming to you live with another video. It is the Spotlight Raiders Talk. Shout out to all the subscribers that have subscribed to the YouTube page. If this is your first time ever being at our YouTube page, I would suggest that you subscribe and hit the bell button and get latest news and all Raiders news. But we're back here with another Raiders video. In this video, we're going to be talking about our mock draft. This is the first official Raiders mock draft of my opinion of what we should do in the draft. Now, this is the mock draft 1.0. I'll be putting out a lot of mock drafts when it comes down to the wire. So we're going to get straight into it, and do not forget to subscribe and hit the bell button and make sure you get all the latest news for the Raider Nation. So let's get in straight into this mock draft, because I really feel like these are my personal opinions as of right now, knowing that the divisional playoff is this week and the playoffs are still going on, so things might change within the mock draft. But this is my first official mock draft of my opinion on who we should get. And I have to say, I have to agree with JustBlogBaby.com. JustBlogBaby put out the article about the 7th-round mock draft, and I have to say, I was right on point with them. That's why I'm doing this for y'all now for the mock draft. So let's get straight into it and let's see who is our 7th-round mock draft. The 17th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Gregory Russell, defensive end from University of Miami. Jon Gruden is not a defensive guy, especially when it comes to the draft. But this year, he's going to have to go all out on defense, and it starts with the pass rush. We heard Coach Gruden mention that the defense has to get to the quarterback after every loss is seen. Depending on where you look, the sites and scouts have the top 3 pass rushers in this class mixed all over the place. Some believe that Gregory is the top edge rusher coming out. In my opinion, it would be surprised to see him go in the top 10 considering his raw talent and inexperience at the position. On the other side, it does seem like a reach, but in fact, he's appeared to be a perfect pick as a player that is already great at that position and will continue to improve. He's young, tall, 6'5", athletic pass rusher that can play all over the place on the defensive line, something that the Raiders have proven to look for in a pass rusher. Gregory had 15.5 sacks in his redshirt sophomore season, which was shortened the season after he was a wide receiver early in his football career and did not even play the defensive line until his senior year of high school. So he is putting up the numbers and showing that much talent after just a few years at the position. Imagine what he could do being trained by professionals. Gregory will be a perfect pick for the Raiders, which means they will likely not take him, but can we hope, right? And with the number 48 pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Shaun Wade, cornerback from Ohio State. Shaun Wade is a 5-star recruit out of high school and has an outstanding career at Ohio State. And you can be sure that Mike Mayock will be watching him in the College Football Playoff National Championship game that the Raiders love to draft out of. An All-American all season, Wade can take away one side of the ball, but could also be moved all around in this Raiders defense. Wade mostly plays in the slot, what could be perfect for the Raiders as they will place Wade there and the potential move LaMarcus Joyner back to safety, where he should have been playing all along unless they release him. As well as being a fantastic all-around defensive back, Wade is a reliable tackler, something the Raiders lack across the field. Wade has great size, length, and can play the press or zone and can cover the middle of the field. Can blitz well and have some coverage of some of the best talent in college football over the years. We will see how he does against Alabama's elite wideouts this Monday, which is tonight, for the national championship game with a good showing. He should lock up his spot for a first round in this April's draft. In the 81st pick of the NFL 2021 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Greg Newsome, cornerback from Purdue. The Raiders will go with another cornerback in the 3rd round here, and Greg Newsome, an all Big Ten corner out of Northwestern. Although the Raiders have a group of young corners and it clearly has not worked out with the Raiders, and may need to admit that they have made mistakes and try to fix the issue. The Raiders have arguably the worst group of defensive backs in the NFL with a weak class of safeties, and I would like to see the Raiders add a couple safeties through their free agency and address the corners in the draft. Remember, Damon Arnette was already called out by Jon Gruden this offseason, and drafting of Newsome gives them more talent in the top corner position with Trayvon Mullen. Although I have the Raiders taking Wade in the second round, but he would be used in different ways than Newsome. So it makes sense to double dip here. Newsome led the Big Ten in pass breakups this season and played against some of the top wide receivers in the Big Ten and has a length that NFL scouts are looking for. In the 112th pick of the 2021 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Amari Rodgers, wide receiver from Clemson. You know two things about the Raiders when it comes to drafting. They are going to take a wide receiver, and they are going to take at least one of them from Clemson. Why not kill two birds with one stone by selecting a dynamic wideout who is ready to come into the league and dominate right away? In 2020, Amari Rodgers recorded 77 receptions for 1,020 yards and 7 touchdowns, all while he's helping the Clemson Tigers to another college football playoff berth. Rodgers has a build that no other Raiders receiver has, as a short and stocky slot receiver with great hands and incredible yard after the catch ability. And with the 146th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Michael Carter, running back from North Carolina. Michael Carter had an incredible 2020 season, rushing for 1,245 yards on 9 touchdowns while averaging 8 yards per carry. If Carter falls to the 5th round, it would make a ton of sense for the Raiders to draft him, teaming up with one of the best young running backs in football in Josh Jacobs. Although Booker was a great addition to the running back group, there's a chance he will not be back with the Raiders, and Carter could actually be a significant upgrade. He may be thrust into action early, especially considering everything that is going on with Josh Jacobs and what the league could do to him. Carter is one of the most NFL-ready backs in the NFL Draft. With the 179th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Tyler Gillespie, safety from Iowa. Although Tyler Gillespie is not much of a ball hawk, he is a safety that can be a reliable tackler, something the Raiders need badly. Do not expect the Raiders to find a starting safety in the 6th round of the NFL Draft, but they could find someone who could play well enough to keep the Raiders' defense from self-destructing if the starter goes down. In 2020, he recorded 46 tackles as well as 50 in 2019 and 1 sack and 1 forced fumble and 7 passes defended. This is a position the group must be targeted in free agency and in the draft, as the Silver and Black continue to stack their defense with young talent. With the 212th pick in the NFL's 2021 NFL Draft, which would be the final pick for the Raiders, it will be Braxton Cox Jr., linebacker from Florida. Many people have the Raiders taking a linebacker in the 1st round, but I am not ready to give up on this Raiders linebacking group just yet. Many people have the Raiders taking a linebacker in the 1st round, but I am not ready to give up on the Raiders linebacking group just yet. The Raiders have good linebackers that were put in bad positions in my opinion, but the position should not be completely forgotten about during the draft. At 6'3", Braxton Cox Jr. recorded 41 tackles, 4 sacks, and recovered a fumble for one of the top college programs in the country in Florida. He was the big reason they made it to the SEC title game this season, and on the Raiders would be an excellent grade in depth. So there you have it, guys. There you have it. That is my personal opinion and just Blog Baby's 7th-round mock draft. This is the first mock draft of many, so it can change. I know y'all might not like the fact that it's a lot of corners and safeties in this first mock draft, but I feel like we lose depth there, and we don't really have no depth at that position. When somebody goes down, we got to put in like a Nevin Lawson that does not play well, and a Keshawn Nixon that does not play well. And we have some other corners on there as well that I'm not really too fathom for. So me personally, I feel like this is a module. This is the first mock draft, y'all. This is the first mock draft. Do not worry about anything. We are going to do more mock drafts with different players and what fits for the Las Vegas Raiders. Let me know what you think, Raider Nation. Let me know what you think. Put your comments below. Comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. It's the Spotlight Raiders Talk, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.
Once a Raider, bruh, always a Raider, bruh. Shit simple as that. You look silver and black. Lot of bread invested in that O-line. Car insurance cost the arm and the leg to reach that goal line. It's go time.